confused about should I take the vaccination, should I not take the vaccination, side effects, do's and don'ts. And that's why we requested Dr. Manisha Joshi, gynecologist on the panel of Freedom from PCOS, to join us so that she can herself answer all the questions which are lingering in your mind. Thank you, Manisha ma'am, for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, ma'am, as you know, there are a lot of doubts and a lot of fear that is being with women who are struggling with PCOS. So, I thought that let me ask you everything that they are going through in their mind. So, ma'am, the very first question is, can women who are planning to conceive take this vaccination?
So yes, definitely, Aarti, now that the vaccine is available for every one of us, anyone who's above the age 18, it is available. And then if you are in that criteria wherein you would want to start your family, it is available and it definitely reduces certain risks. So please take it, husband take it, the mother take it, definitely both of them can take it. It is just that if the girl takes it, then she has to wait for a period of about 2 to 3 months after the last dose before she gets pregnant. Okay, so I always say this, that it is a good thing that it is this. So then, it is also the time, because 2 3 months you're as it is going to wait before you really go ahead with pregnancy. Definitely clear out any obstacles, so get on with a healthy diet, some exercise, a daily exercise. Generally monitor your sleep cycle, so see that you have a schedule and you sleep properly. So all these things can be done, and then go ahead with the pregnancy. This would also help to create a healthy pregnancy.
Great. So I hope you all understood. If you are planning, you and your husband both can take the vaccination. And as ma'am said, take it as a positive so that you have 2 to 3 months to work on your lifestyle and then start the planning phase again. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, the next question is, can women with PCOS condition take the vaccination?
Definitely can take the vaccination. So this is not something that is uh, been excluded from the list. PCOD women have not been excluded from the vaccination list. You are as much as eligible as anyone else. So yes, if available, and it is available. So yes, you can go ahead and take the vaccine.
No side effects, ma'am.
Nothing, nothing at all.
Ma'am, can pregnant women take the vaccination?
So here a big no. Right now, our government has not given a go ahead that vaccination can be provided to pregnant women. Although in some countries they have started vaccinating pregnant women as well and have not found out any side effects or any adverse effects. But still, our government has not given us a green flag, and therefore we are holding it. So I think pregnancy is the only criteria where we are not giving this vaccination. Although pregnant women who are frontline workers or who are doctors and who need to see patients, definitely in them it is reconsidered, and then every case is individualized, and if we find that the risk is more, then those women are vaccinated. But for the general population, pregnant women are not vaccinated yet.
Okay, so a no for pregnant women.
Yes.
Ma'am, women who are breastfeeding, should they take the vaccination?
Now yes, they can. Initially, a month back, they were not included in the criteria for giving vaccination. Then we were advising them to hold on. But now that the gynecological societies in India and the government together, we have decided that yes, they can be. So all breastfeeding mothers can take the vaccine. Thus, no problem.
Okay, great. Ma'am, can a woman who's having her menstrual period, like menstrual cycle going on, she's on her periods, can she go and take her vaccination, or should she reschedule and cancel her appointment?
No need to reschedule, definitely. So menses, even if you are menstruating, you are in your first day, fifth day, whatever it is, you should go and take your vaccination if it has been scheduled on that day. I say this, so when you go for the vaccination, they don't ask you whether you are menstruating right now. And if you are menstruating, they don't send you back. So that has not been included in it. All menstruating women, whatever phase of cycle they are in, ovulating, menstruating, whatever it is, they can go and take the vaccine.
Ma'am, a very valid point. They have this huge list, and nowhere is the mention of period. So they don't ask, they just give the vaccination. So that
Yes.
you're absolutely safe, girls. When you have your periods and if you have your scheduled vaccination, don't miss it out. We are anyways getting it with a lot of difficulty. So do go and make the most of it. Ma'am, a golden question now, like something which is running in everyone's mind. which vaccination to take? Is there a list? Like, do you recommend some specific vaccination, especially for this women community?
Which vaccination you mean? You mean the brand name?
Yeah. Is it
Not at
Covishield?
all. No, no, no. You don't have to think about this. Whatever is available in whatever center you are, either Covishield, Covaxin, whatever it is, both are equally effective. Nowhere has research found say this is with side effects and this comes with more beneficial effects. Nothing like that. It contains the contents are the same. So whatever is available, you don't have to go there and find out the concept.
Okay.
But then there is a lot of discussion, although about this,
Correct.
but
Correct.
that is all wrong. You don't have to worry about what you're getting.
So, girls, the most important is to get vaccination. Which vaccination to take? Ma'am is suggesting, and so is everyone. Both vaccinations are equally beneficial, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. So, don't Google, don't research, just go and take your vaccination. Thank you so much, ma'am, on answering all the questions related to should we take the vaccination or not. Now, there are two important questions of after vaccination. The first one is, ma'am, are there any do's and don'ts after vaccination for women, and especially for women with the PCOS condition?
No, again, no. See, we have been taking vaccines for so long now. We give vaccines to our children as well. As adults, we take tetanus toxoid, we take hepatitis B, and several vaccines as well. So never this question came up. Is there any specific thing that we need to do after we have been vaccinated? Nothing specific. It is just that stay at home because some women, even men as well, some of them have little fatigue or tiredness. Some have fever for 1 or 2 days, feel a little low on the energy. So definitely not the time to go out and adventure. Stay home, eat home cooked food, exercise, sleep properly, take rest, and do your rest of the work as well. Go according to how your body is responding. So if there is fever, definitely more rest. If there is fatigue, more rest. Some women, they just take the vaccine and there are no complaints at all. So depending on how you are feeling, but definitely not something very stringent. घर में बैठ के सब कुछ हो सकता है.
Awesome. So as per मैम ये इतना ही नॉर्मल है जितना हम हमारे बच्चों को वैक्सीनेशन देते हैं. हमने हमारे दिमाग में इसका बहुत ज्यादा फियर क्रिएट किया हुआ है. So listen to your body, rest, 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 and just act as normal as you can. Right, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, another very interesting question is, can we continue to take our vitamin supplements post this vaccination?
So as I said before, there is nothing specific or nothing different that is there with this vaccine. It is like a normal vaccine. So if you have been on any supplements before and you need to continue them for a period of time and the vaccination comes in between, definitely take your morning supplements, go and take the vaccine. If there are evening supplements as well, take them as well. So बंद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, अचानक से चालू करने की जरूरत नहीं है. अगर if you are in a schedule, just follow the schedule.
Great. Now, ma'am, some questions related to PCOS and COVID situation as a whole, ma'am. The very first question is, how prone are PCOS conditioned women to COVID?
Okay. So PCOS is definitely a condition which needs to be taken out from the body, something abnormal in the body. So when the body is unhealthy from inside, anyone, not just PCOD, anyone who is unhealthy from inside is definitely at a more risk as compared to a healthier person. So if you have PCOD, definitely follow all the stringent measures that the government has told you, that is don't go into crowded places and all those. I'm not going to repeat those because they have been repeated a lot on the social media and people know them all. So definitely be there and as fast as possible remove this PCOD from your body. So yes, definitely a little bit more risk.
Okay. Great point. Just work on reversing your PCOS condition and make the most of this time that you have in your hand. Ma'am, except for the protocols given and which everyone knows about, sanitizing, staying at home, not going into the crowded places, are there any cautions that a pregnant woman should take during COVID period?
No caution at all. No, nothing different that she should be taking. She should be in fact taking more care of herself. So I think this is the time to focusing on her health more. So right from morning to night, how has she scheduled her food intake? What is she eating? So focusing more awareness on that, because as it is, people are there more in the house, so the problem is like, what should I do? There are a lot of things to do. So Schedule your when are you going to work out, so yoga asanas, the exercises, the pranayam, the meditation, taking rest, and then doing something as a hobby as well. So I think nothing specific, but more focus on the pregnancy, more focus on the baby, because you have a lot of time right now to do.
So no special, caution, but yes, make more time for yourself and for your baby. Great. Ma'am, any food related guidance for prevention and especially for recovery from COVID?
Recovery from COVID definitely is a different thing. Wherein if you are going to recover from some ailment that happened a few days before, then if the body is into the healing mode, you just need to support the healing mode. Now, how do you support it? Is by giving yourself the best of food, and the best of food is the one which is cooked in the house, which is available directly from the nature, and which is not much, the fried items or anything that comes in packets or bottles. Don't go outside to eat, although everything is open now. Don't bring outside home and eat. Chai, coffee, and drinks, alcohol, and smoking. All this shouldn't be there in your schedule. Simple, घर का खाना, simple, नैसर्गिक khana is the best for your body. And if your hunger signals are little low, again honor them as well. So gradually your hunger signals will come. But if they are low right now, then just eat less. Drink lots of fluids like water, coconut water, maybe vegetable juices, fruits, dry fruits a bit. Go out into the sun, because that also heals you, gives you energy out into the open spaces, especially early in the morning or maybe in the evening time. So that has to be done.
Wow, ma'am. So, ma'am has given the entire schedule for you to recover from your COVID faster. Just make sure you actually practice it. Ma'am, how to be mentally fit when most of us are facing mental health issues, especially in this situation?
For the only reason that I feel that now people are in the house, the entire family is in the house. And a year back, people used to complain that, we don't get to meet each other, and the husband comes so late, and we don't get to talk with each other. We're not seeing each other. We are so tired because of the traveling and the red signals and the traffic and all. Now that people in the entire family is home, I think it should be the other way around. But still that people are facing this mental issues. Probably they have cluttered their mind with too much of unnecessary things. I think again, scheduling out your whole day, planning it out and sticking to the schedule, and then you don't have time to get mentally unstable. Definitely listening to good music, watching good documentaries or comedy, something on the screen. Definitely reducing the screen time. Just because you're in the house, you're the whole time in front of the screen, definitely you're heading towards depression and mood swings. So shut off your systems and just go out there. The COVID is not there in the air. It is not there just lying there waiting for you to come and pounce upon you. Spend a lot of time for exercise. In fact, morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour, you can give yourself that. And call your friends and you can talk and chit chat for several hours on the phone. I think there are a lot of things to do even if you are in the house. Maybe clean up the house if that's what you like.
Make the wife happy. So true, ma'am. And one more thing I like to add is stop watching the news, because I think all the fear is coming from watching the news and these forwards from WhatsApp that could
Very
be eliminated. So I think you've given a fantastic answer. So I hope after listening to ma'am, all your doubts and queries have been resolved. If you still have any question, don't miss out. You can write it in the comment section after seeing this video, and I make sure that I'll get the answer from Manisha ma'am and make it reach out to you. Thank you so much, Manisha ma'am,
Thank
for
you.
being there for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates.